it's time to call at the podium the CEO of the Palau International Ship Registry, Mr. Panos Kirnidis, who is, I would say, and I would like to thank and give a big applause to Palau's International Ship Registry for being today's our lead sponsor. Thank you very much for sponsoring us. And I'm looking now at Mr. Kirnidis. He is wearing a white shirt. I don't think it's by coincidence, the white shirt. You will tell us something happens with white in Palau, please.
Well, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I can start by saying good morning and welcome everyone to the Short Shipping Days, an event that one of which Palau International Ship Registry is delighted to be the lead sponsor. There are many events in the shipping world that grabs our attention and they ask us to be present, but it is with great pleasure that we support such an event in regards to the short sea shipping. We recently signed an agreement with one of the world's oldest and most respected short sea shipping bodies, the Hellenic Short Sea Association, ENMA. Together we have forged a partnership that I believe will support the growing number of Greek vessels operating in this vital maritime sector. So this is an excellent opportunity for me to be able to talk about the short sea shipping, because it's one of those maritime sectors that I believe that will be a greater importance in the coming years, and as we look further down the road towards to regionalization, as we are moving away from the globalization. Actually, this is a perfect way for me to end a significant week for Palau International Ship Registry. Started on Monday in London, attending the IMO Marine Safety Committee. And it's not by coincidence the white shirt, as George said. We are very proud and honored for the Palau International Ship Registry to be recognized as a whitelist member of the STCW. And I can tell you that the offering to the short sea, and in particular to the Hellenic Short Sea Association, it has been enhanced, and we are now able to offer to the seafarers, masters, officers, ratings, watch personnel, a certificate of competency and the certificates of proficiencies on the whitelist status. Palau, with this new recognition of whitelist status, will allow them to navigate on board vessels of other flags that are also whitelisted, such as Marshall Islands, Liberia, Bahamas, Panama. Palau International Ship Registry was called for a fourth consecutive year the fastest growing ship registry in the world, with an impressive growth rate of 25%, reaching a fleet of a little bit more than 520 active vessels today. So when we signed the agreement with the Hellenic Short Sea Association, we were determined to build on close relationship and to offer ENMA members ship registration documentation and seafarers documentation through the registry at the special agreed rates and adding value services as part of this close cooperation. In the shipping world, the emphasis and general focus is often on the deep sea going vessels, and yet the bulk of the world's shipping needs are catered for through short sea shipping providers. This is never more obvious than here in Greece, which is our heritage of shipping, the hundreds of small islands we have, and the demand for our knowledge and experience in this sector. Whenever I attend IMO or similar functions, it is usually full of people who are concerned about what they see as bigger issues. The forthcoming IMO low sulfur cap, the ballast water regulations, the increase of detentions in port state controls, and always with the increasing cost of being a ship owner, manager, or operator. Well, we understand these pressures apply across the shipping world, and short-sea shipping providers are not immune to these challenges. Yes, yet there is and always has been a resilience and determination in those working in this area. Greece has always been at the forefront shipping, and it has been more than 1,500 years since the first Greek ships began trading in the Mediterranean. Then, as now, it was all about moving goods and people, and strangely enough, it is very much the same in 2019. The difference is that we are in an industry that is finally embracing new technology and looking for ways to reduce costs, improve efficiency, and still remain competitive. The challenges facing short-sea shipping move with the tide. We see increasing pressures from the environmental lobby, the regulations as we know, and are introduced on what almost seems like a daily basis, and throughout all of this, the desire to provide reliable short-sea shipping services remains strong. Technology we can deal with. Palau became as a new registry using the systems available at that time, but we realized it was no good symbol offering a sleeker version of what other registries offered. Our clients wanted something new, something innovative, and now something they can see adding value to their business. This is what we give them with modern information technology-based systems and service delivery combined with attention to detail. It is also the way forward for the short shipping. Maybe we should look on the sector as providing smart short shipping services, because this is surely the way to keep the sector both competitive and profitable. There will be no escaping from these pressures. The environmental challenges are not insurmountable, and certainly not in an industry that has survived global conflicts, economic downturns, and the calls for leaner and more efficient operations. What is needed is the recognition of these challenges, and we, along with other registries, are doing even more to support ship owners in coming to terms with the challenging regulatory landscapes. Over the next few years, there will be demands for lower carbon emissions, and this will probably herald in the autonomous ships we are all told are here and ready, but probably still waiting for customers. Cyber attacks, data theft, and security issues are not just problematical in deep-sea shipping. They have an impact in the short-sea operations, and with the increasing adoption of technology, they will need to be at the forefront of everyone's thoughts. On the subject of the future, having already mentioned autonomous ships, it is no great leap to see this as being a real boost to short ship operations within the next decade or so. As with the current debates over electric vehicles on our roads, there will be early adopters and also those worried of decisive change. One of the criticisms about short-sea shipping is that it is slow and sometimes not seen as being technically flexible. Some of this can be directed towards the ports, but they have been pushing ahead with new technology, and new flexible operations will develop with the demands of both the consumer and the transport side. The competition we face comes also from intermodal services, road and rail, that offer speed and reliability but also have environmental concerns. We should not forget the maritime transport is generally considered to be the far more environmentally friendly, and we should be pressing home to this point to potential and existing customers. Whatever way we look on this vital sector of the shipping, of the world shipping, it is important to maintain a balanced view. If more than 90% of the world trade moves by our ships and services, we should not be downbeat about the future. Short sea shipping will continue to knit communities together, and this will be by a combination of technology, experience, determination, and vision. Looking around this room today, we seem to have a lot of these assets. So the future can only be plain sailing if we work together and believe we are more than just a junior partner in the world shipping. Thank you.